Okay.
Danny,
Hi.
why are we live? So as soon as you join, we start live, right?
I didn't know that. I don't know. So I'm supposed to wait to join?
No, you are joined. As soon as you join, it automatically starts live, it seems.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
assumed as much.
So I don't know. Today we're gonna talk about Lilith and we're gonna chit chat for about 30 minutes. Just so you know, guys, it's really how can we say, this is the last stream, last live channeling stream. In the future, there. Lol, Ani Rosh, thank you for being here. Kalin Santa, thank you for being here. Solar PvP, thank you for being here. Thank you guys for being here. So you can ask your questions here in the chat. GG, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone. Solar Any, David Warwick Anderson, thank you for being here. And Deborah, thank you for being here. Everyone, thank you for being here. So guys, you're free to ask your questions in the Lily. Thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. Yeah. Start. A lady Lilith visited me last night. I am glad you were visited. Can you talk about your visit more? We are interested to hear in the chat. Before we begin, how do we donate for questions? You just go into the description and you pay €5 for one question on PayPal. You donate that way. So yeah, he thinks she thinks of my current path. Okay, that's a personal question. Donate €5 to have it answered. Because that's a question personal for you, JJ. Thank you all guys for visiting. We already have 16 people. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about working with Lilith in general, and it's a really intense work. It's a really intense way of connecting to her. And okay, so when I started working with Lilith, it was really difficult. Okay, so how? You just go into description of this video and you donate €5 on my PayPal. That's how. You have questions, but your PayPal is hacked. I don't
I'll
know.
I'll post a link in the chat. I'm getting in there right now. So
Can we ask personal question regarding another deity? Yes, you can ask, but it's
for
still
it's chat.
pay. You have to pay for personal questions anyway. So yeah, like today we're gonna talk about how to link with Lilith on a deeper level, guys. So if you wanna link with Lilith on a deeper level, what you need to do is you need to. I saw her sigil in the third eye, and I feel she is with me, and she will be with me. It was answer for me. Yeah. So that's really cool that you saw her sigil. That's usually how she contacts people. You know, that's usually how she approaches. And thank you all guys for coming in a really large number today. So yeah. So okay, what you want me to talk tonight, guys, regarding Lilith, which is not a personal question. Okay, let's put on a vote. We have 18 people here. What you want me to talk about regarding Lilith? What is the topic you want to know about? Because is there any connection between Lilith and Moloch? It kind of is. There is kind of connection between Lilith and Moloch Lilith. They are both Saturnian deities. They are both extremely dark occasionally. They are both extremely powerful, and they are both attributed to the planet Saturn. They are both empiric. They are both connected to kingship. There is a lot of connection between the two. How to get easy help from Lilith? If you want to get an easy help from Lilith, I mean, Lilith is a Saturnian entity. There is no such a thing as easy help. But if you really want to get help from Lilith, my advice is raise a sacred space, call her in, and offer raw meat, and then her presence will jump, and you can get some simple help from her in that regard. Okay, if you're interested. So, okay, we have 19 people here. How what isn't Lilith against organizations while Moloch is? I think that's a kind of misconception. Spirits are, having their own agendas. Okay, so Gevanagwe Goodman donated €5 for personal pet questions. So, what is your personal question, Gigi Gevanagwe? Somebody asked. Somebody asked, can Lilith heal pets? Lilith is not good for physical healing. Lilith is more like emotional healing. Okay, so I need to channel tonight what are thoughts of the current path of GG in the chat. Let me go. You need to develop your energy body, GG. You need to become physically stronger, and you need to work on your mental stability and psychic senses development. And she requires the offering of 4 roses to her. That is the answer to your question, GG. Okay. Do you have any other questions, Gigi? Would be willing to answer them too. Is Moloch subservient to Samael? Lily asks. Yes, Samael kind of rules over all the one entities. Belphegor is the great spirit, works well with animals and plant life. I would call upon him for pet healing. Honestly, since pet healing is a topic here, what I advise is to heal your pets, just call Marbas. He is good for pets too, for any kinds of medicine. Thanks God, I have a question. Okay, if that's a personal question, thanks God, just donate €5 to PayPal. Link is in the description. So yeah, Danny, say something because you're like co-streamer tonight. So I would like you to say something since we don't have other questions from people right now.
Did you get the question from Lily? She asked if you could channel any other spirits other than Lilith.
I can ask Lilith to give information about other spirits, which is
Exactly.
technically almost the same as
Yeah.
channeling other spirits. Yeah, that
It's
can be
it's kind
done.
of the same way when a lot of people channel it goes through their higher self or their guides, and you have a really close relationship with Lilith. She's essentially that for you. So yeah, you can ask questions about other spirits, and he'll just go through Lilith to get the answer.
I love Lilith really. I am crazy for her, but I can't have connection or anything. Really, I am crazy. Can you like explain what kind of craziness you have? Do you actually have some diagnosis or something like? What are because like I don't understand what are you talking about exactly? Like that's like just such a
Yeah,
broad
I'm intrigued
statement.
behind the what's going on with that. Why you're crazy, you level with, but you're crazy, but can't have a connection or anything really because you're crazy. I mean, that sounds juicy.
Okay, okay, people. I will donate and ask. Annie, okay, okay, Lily. Annie, you work with Moloch. Uh, is it question for somebody in the chat or for us? Okay, for your information here, I work with Moloch. My co-streamer here doesn't work with Moloch. Uh, that is knowing that I loved her really. For someone in the chat, okay, people, I am really glad that you're like discussing, having these discussions in the chat. Okay, I see 21 watcher tonight, 21 people watching. So I would like you guys to smash the like button. It's good for the algorithm. Okay, let's smash the like button. Let's demolish everything. Let's get 21 likes. Okay. Smash the like button. If we have 30 likes on this video, I will channel one question for free. If we surpass 30 likes on this video, guys, let's roll. So okay, what is like I don't know, guys. I want you to like ask me some general questions which are not personal here in the chat, so we can like develop discussion. You both rock. Just love to be in a interactive. You all have been doing amazing. Yeah, 30, yeah. Yeah, let's like develop this discussion in the chat like crazy, guys. Let's okay. So somebody has like general question which is not personal here in the chat. If this is considered a general question, What is Lilith's opinion on drugs? Lilith isn't or against drugs. She's like neutral. Just don't fuck yourself. How is Lilith related to Saturn? So planetary correspondence is of Lilith is Saturnian. She is really Saturnian entity. Or are all Cliphotic rulers friends with each other? Not exactly. They are kind of opposed to each other. There is a weird rivalry between them. How to work with Lilith in the Clifford. You start with working with the sphere of Gamaliel, and then you go to Satariel later. Gamaliel is introduced to the moon, Satariel to Saturn. So you first approach moon aspect of Lilith, then you go to Saturnian aspect of Lilith. Okay, okay, I see it now. So okay, Esther Lot, what is your personal question? So I can answer it. Just give it, Lily. Yeah, Lily. Just say, why is Lilith called the mother of succubi and incubi? Because she contributed to their creation. She kind of created those specific spirits. Lily, give your personal question so I can answer. Yeah. Okay, guys, we are close to 20 likes. If you all smash the like button right now, one viewer get free personal question answered. Let's smash the like right now, right here. So, yeah, Lily, I'm just waiting to get your personal question because you donated a little. So, yeah, I'm waiting for you to ask it. Okay, so a lot of people in the chat. Okay, I need more general questions for you guys from the chat so we can develop the discussion, guys. Is Moloch reaching out to me and will working out with him be recommended? Okay, that's a personal question. I will channel it right now. He is reaching out. He is willing to help you financially and he is willing to protect you, but working with him will be really demanding. And he will demand blood sacrifice. And he will also ask you to dedicate only to him for 19 days. That's the answer. Okay, that's the response. Okay, what is the purpose of incubi or succubi? So Gigi asked something, the message was redacted. Gigi, what you wanted to say? Okay. Is Beelzebub reaching out to me? Gigi asks. Okay, that's a question which will require another donation because that's a personal question. Let me check. Yeah, that's a personal question that will require another donation, Gigi. Which beverage is the best for Lilith? Red wine if you go Saturnian, white wine if you go for the moon. There is a good book in Arabic to summon Lilith. I am not familiar with that. Thanks God, connect with her the Saturn way long and hard. Read up about her mythology and other witches' experiences with her. Then try doing a simple Google ritual to reach out to her and connect. Okay, that's a solid advice, Irkala. Does Lilith care if someone is socially conservative traditional? She kind of doesn't. She works with people. She doesn't give a fuck.
Her
Red wine, yes, red wine. If you wanna go,
her
what?
personal views are not conservative. However, like she'll work with anybody, but she's not a very conservative, herself.
What's the difference between her Saturnian and Moon aspect? So the difference between her Saturnian and Moon aspect is more approachable. Saturnian aspect is like harsh, it's difficult to process. Saturnian aspect is for she is all about rebellion. Okay. So you donated for the third question, Gigi. Okay. So what is your third question? And somebody donated like 20 euros. Wow. We are good for donations.
Thank you so
Nice.
much. Yeah, and if you guys
Lania Ottery, what
help
are
this,
your questions? Laniana Ottery, what are your questions? And Gigi, what is your question?
yeah,
Hello, Dimitri. I want to know what means the Scarlet City, place where lives my spirit companion, Son of Lilith. So the Scarlet City is essentially a name for the astral realm Lilith inhabits. Scarlet City is usually a reference to Gamaliel. but also to Nahima. Okay. Hi, Dimitri. I just paid $20 through PayPal. I have only two questions. The rest is gratitude. Okay. So, guys, Gigi and Lana would give your questions so I can answer them. What to do when demons are jealous of each other? You choose one entity to work with more and you respectfully dismiss the other. Sometimes spirits conflict, unfortunately. What does Shiva and Moloch seem to be similar? Is it because of bull symbolism? Shiva and Moloch are not exactly similar unless you talk about a tantric aspect of Shiva. Tantric aspect of Shiva is really demonic and it's similar to many demons. So it applies to a lot of demonic entities, that form of similarity between Shiva and demons. That's kind of what I'm getting from my experience. Why does Shiva and okay, okay. I only asked a second question so far. The second question is Beelzebub reaching out to me. Okay, I'm channeling Lord right now. Okay, the Beelzebub is reaching out, but you are recommended to call Belphegor to open your pathway to Beelzebub. So you are supposed to work with Belphegor to prepare for your work with Beelzebub. Uh, so to make work with Beelzebub easier, work with Belphegor first, and he'll prepare you for whatever Beelzebub is trying to teach. That's what I'm getting. When you guys ask, okay, thank you, Danny. Has Lilith heard of me and been present that when I have called for her? Can she tell me how I may especially build a strong relationship with her? Thank you so much. Okay. Lilith have been present, and she have been present in a really strong way. You need to work on opening of your psychic perception, and you need to erect her an altar. Those are the instructions on how to erect an altar. So you need to buy two white candles and you need to buy a silver plate. Then you need to raise the sacred space and call Lilith until you feel her energy to a relatively intense degree. Then put an incense burner upon a silver plate and light it and let it burn. After you do so, tell Lilith, "O Mother Lilith, by the power of Adonai, I offer you this incense in order to open the gateway between my realm and yours." Then her energy will start to grow even further. At that point, you should offer her 4 glasses of red wine and also leave a little bit of meat on the silver plate. After that, you are supposed to call Lilith 7 nights in a row to build up the connection. At the night 8, you will essentially receive the offer to become patronized by her. You are free to refuse the patronage. And this is essentially done after you open up your psychic abilities. This opening of the altar and possible initiation with Lilith. Uh, okay. So for this specific Lona Ottery person, what I get was 4 glasses of red wine, not 4 roses. Roses were not mentioned here. Okay. Miriam Lieber asks, why were succubi and incubi created? They were created because Lilith wanted to. No, Lily asked. Lily
Sorry
asked
about
about
the
her.
roses.
She,
Sorry. Annie asked about the four roses, and you did mention four roses. Was that for Lily and not for Annie?
so like I don't know, like I don't know, guys.
It's hard for him to. Yeah, it's hard for him to.
It's really so. The last channeling I got was for Lona Ottery.
Okay.
Lona Ottery. So that was the last one. Uh, and she had to offer wine. Uh,
You don't
any,
remember who the four roses was for?
I never answered Danny's question because Danny cannot donate. I don't answer. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
4 roses were for GG.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So each personal answer is specific to the person who is asking. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys.
the spirits never ask the same thing exactly. I mean, there's often similarities. Like I had a really interesting experience with some parallels with the guy that you recently interviewed about you interviewed about him about Belial, but he also has worked with Nama like I have. Your Serbian friend.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting because when Nama came to me, she gave me a really specific set of instructions. She wanted me to work with her for 13 days, and um, she appeared in a really specific way. She took me to like this sort of like grotto, like underground, like grotto sex club, and there was a furnace in the middle of it, and there was a beautiful woman inside the furnace, and she started dancing, and then the furnace turned on and she was just on fire, and like she was just still dancing, and like as she was being cremated she was still dancing and just like ripping off these masks, and every mask was like more and more hideous. But yeah, your friend I guess had the exact same experience like when he came to her, which I had no idea about. He approached her in almost an identical fashion, almost like just like photocopied. And she asked for the same 13-day dedication slash initiation. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
So
So Lona Ottery is thanking for the answer. Thank you, Lona. Thank you for support. And yeah, thank you all guys for being here. So yeah, I want more of your non-personal questions here in the chat so we can like develop a discussion. Like just ask some
well,
general
personal
questions.
questions are good.
Yeah, but like non-personal, but yeah,
He
yeah,
just wants to
personal
talk.
questions.
He
Yeah,
wants.
personal questions are also good, but yeah, I wasn't asking personal. I was confirming the offering asked was different than the general one, which you did answer, and it's not personal to me. I just wanted peace of mind, so thank you. Uh, Thank you, Annie, too. I am sorry if you feel offended. I think
What?
you were in the middle of answering my general questions, but you stopped midway. So your question was why were succubi and incubi created? Because spirits create lesser spirits in order to expand their influence. David Warwick Anderson asks, "What sex? Uh, Sex is what it is. We all know what sex is. We will not define shit like that in live stream. What does Lilith specializes in? Lilith specializes in vampirism, sexual sorcery, dark magic, baneful magic, soul travel. She also specializes in prophecy. Yeah, she is really specific. She is kind of broad entity, but she is kind of dark. So yeah, she specializes in a lot of things, but she is
Yeah.
usually on a darker spectrum. And now we will talk about the fact that working with Lilith, working with Agrat, working with Nama, and working with Aishat will working with demons heavily affect where you will go after this life, and will it affect your ability to reincarnate after? I
That's a
usually
great
don't.
question.
Yeah, I usually don't answer afterlife questions because, as you see, guys, I am still alive. I didn't die, so I am not exactly competent to talk about the afterlife.
It's
Unless you kill me, motherfuckers. If
yeah.
somebody comes and shoot me in the head, then I will be competent to talk about the afterlife.
We're all running our own risks here.
Yeah, yeah. I am not a big fan of like discussing afterlife and shit. I think it's a big mental masturbation for a lot of people to have all of this afterlife discussion.
Yeah, but that's not doesn't mean that it's not relevant. I
Yeah,
mean, just
I mean, it's relevant. What will happen
of course,
after we die? Okay, I volunteer as a tribute. Where are you? I am in France, but you will need to pay a lot of money to the fucking airplane agencies. to kill me. You know, you need to pay for the ticket. I am not paying for the ticket for you to kill me. I am not that
He's already,
enthusiastic about
yeah,
dying.
he's already sacrificed himself. Sorry, but
Do you remember any of my past lives? Yes, I do. I remember a lot of my past lives, but I am not sure that it's true. So I take those past life visions to mean something only if the information learned in them is practical or applicable to my spiritual practice. And I don't declare with my past lives. One of the reasons is because I wasn't a good guy in any of my past lives, if those visions were actually of my past lives. Like, I remember, what demon should I work with? Okay, that's a personal question. So if you want me to answer a personal question, I'm on message donate $5 on my PayPal through the link in description. So yeah, personal questions require a donation. General question, no. Yeah, that would make sense. Miriam Lieber asks. Yeah, I kind of don't go on to this mental masturbation thing with past lives and afterlives. You know, it's not my cup of tea. Some people love to research it. Okay, ask more general questions in the chat.
can I
So,
comment on that, or
yeah,
whatever?
you can comment. You can comment
Okay,
on that, Danny. Yeah.
so Dimitri has plenty of past life memories, and I they've come up for me from time to time too. Um, eh, he's commenting on like the
Okay,
people.
okay, okay. I need to interrupt you because we got exactly 20 likes on the
Oh,
stream,
okay,
and I
okay.
need to fulfill my promise. I'm on
So
message. I'm on message. Your answer to your personal question is free. You should work with a Maimon. You should work with a Maimon. I'm on message. That's a really strong answer. You should work with a Maimon. What entity was the most difficult to work with for you? For me, uh, the most difficult entity to work with was by far Shiva. Before Shiva, it was Ahriman, but after Shiva, no entity is such a difficult to work with. Dimitri, my incubi, it's a dead one. He say that, but I don't know if exist a dead incubi that what I can they do. Okay, so that's a actually general question, so I'll answer it. All succubi and incubi created from Lilith are the variation of dead people. That's actually the truth about them. All of them are variation of dead individuals, not just yours. Okay, guys, so I see here 30 viewers. Let's smash the like button. Let's smash the like button. Let's have 30 likes. If we reach 30 likes, I will channel one general message for all in the audience. So, one message which applies to all viewers. So, let's smash the like button and get 30 likes. Okay? So let's develop discussion more, ask more general questions in the chat so we can uh like develop discussion further, because if you don't ask me general questions, who won? Who won last night? So last night Samael won first. Samael won the competition. And I'm on message one for the free answer. Yeah, I'm on message one for the free answer. Yeah, because he donated at the exact moment. Uh, he donated at the exact moment to what he asked question at the exact moment uh, when likes were reached 20. I was creating a new PayPal. Oh my god. Okay, so when you make a first €5 donation to make you excluded, I will answer two questions instead of one. So because I don't want you any to feel fucked over. Was it hard for you to get into astral travel? It kind of still is. Astral travel is difficult, GG. Don't feel fucked up if you don't succeed the first time. You know, actually, soul travel is difficult. Mother Lilith, what types of music do you enjoy? Honestly, she enjoys mostly the sound you make when you fuck people. And that's not exactly music. How to protect oneself while trying to astral project? You need to raise a sacred space like every single time you do ritual. Likes Jack White. Yeah, that's also one of the type of music she probably likes. I don't know Jack White. I didn't listen to the guy, so I don't personally know how Lilith reacts in my personal practice to that music. Yeah, and Anna, my offer still stands. The first time you donate €5, you will get two answers instead of one. So yeah. Like I wanted to end this stream after half of an hour, but because we have so many goddamn viewers, 33, now 36, I don't want to end this. Because it's like too many people. I don't want to fuck everyone over. So okay, guys. Ask more generalized questions so we can steer discussion going. Okay, demolish this chat because more you demolish the chat, more people will watch. Okay, so Danny, can you ask some general questions? Okay. Hi, do
Yeah,
you
I
have
can. Every time, but you keep like every time I start
he,
to talk, you interrupt me.
do
So
you have any advice to call Lilith from Pyrrhic aspect? Call Lilith and then offer a lot of your blood. A
yeah,
few drops, then she will naturally shift vampiric. She enjoys Sublime. General Mosquito Spray said. In some,
that's she differs from me in that regard. And how many aspects Lilith can come to you? So many aspects.
yeah, yeah, she can come in a bunch of aspects. My
But
mama,
can we talk about those aspects a little bit?
yeah, but like, okay, can you answer people's questions a little bit? Because
I'm
like,
trying. Okay, so one of her aspects, like when I was hanging out with Dimitri, a spirit came and said, "We are one." And then she showed herself to me, and she was completely white. She had long, beautiful white hair, white skin, um, and I told Dimitri, and he said, "Oh, she's yeah. That message was for me because that's her Saturnian aspect. That's a very particular aspect of hers." Um, uh, Also, she has a crone aspect, which I've encountered, um, and that aspect is not easy to get along with. I guess if I don't think it's very easy to get along with for most people unless you're just demented or something. But not no offense to Lilith, but she in that aspect she'll bring up a lot of weird. I don't know, I've mentioned this before. I see dead babies, and there's a lot of weird perverted stuff. Kind of like she brings a lot of weird, dark sexual sort of stuff up to the surface. That's not pleasant necessarily. Um, what other aspects, Dimitri, that you can think of right now?
okay, so I know at least 15, but I don't want to list them here because it would take too much time. People like
We'll
a
just
lot
give
of
a
attention.
general, just give a quick rundown.
Vampiric aspect, succubi aspect, moon aspect, Saturn aspect, woman in a woman close to puberty aspect, crone aspect, mother aspect,
Yeah,
dragon aspect, serpent
yeah,
aspect, necromantic aspect.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
want me to list more of them?
Yeah,
Like,
she's really she's a big one. She is a huge she's a very big goddess.
yeah, have you ever been involuntarily possessed? Amon Message asks. Yes, bunch of times. What are the benefits of working with her Saturnian aspect? Uh, okay, so somebody, yeah. So the benefits of working with her Saturnian aspect are following. She will teach you how to defend from attacks. She will teach you how to open up your psychic abilities, and Saturnian aspect will teach you more than ever how to go close to death. So to have something close to a near-death experience, that's what Saturnian aspect specializes in.
General
Okay.
Mosquito said Lilith first appeared to me as an 8-bit vampire. That's cute. Yeah. She I've seen her appear as all, sort of like a Hollywood vampire, like with the pale irises and everything. I've seen her appear like that, just classical vampire succubus, like sexy lady.
Okay, Isla and Lilith, mother of the serpents. Both of them are attributed to serpents, and both of them kind of can create serpent-like spirits. So both of them are mothers of the serpents. And what are the benefits of working with Saturnian aspects? We already answered. Which of her aspects come as long golden haired and dressed in yellow? Her aspect, which is related to kingship and Jupiter, but this aspect is really rare. It's really
That sounds
interesting that she
like
came in that aspect.
that sounds like um oh shoot, why am I drawing a blank? A star Astaroth. Astaroth will come dressed in yellow.
Yeah, but Lilith can come too. I
Okay.
think this is a Jupiterian aspect of Lilith, to be honest.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know
Lilith,
if the person is sure that was her or if they just
yeah,
saw an entity like that.
yeah, Lilith first appeared. Okay, why Lilith is very kind and sweet with some people and very contrary with others. Because honestly, in the beginning, Lilith is sweet with everyone, but she shows the nasty side later down the line. What is her vampiric aspect like? Really willing to teach, but also really dangerous. So don't approach vampiric aspect unless you are in for some crazy ride. I want to take her. Develop psychic abilities, and you will feel her and see her. So you have, uh, so you have any recommended sources for crown aspect of her that you have mentioned? Uh, Honestly, the only source for her crown aspect I am familiar is my YouTube videos on that aspect. And the only video where people use the chant for uh, crown aspect is my chant, which people put, but they didn't give me credit. But maybe there are some sources I'm not familiar with, honestly, and I would like to find some other sources. Cool, Lily. Okay, she is like, okay, so you feel Babylon is Lilith. I don't feel Babylon is Lilith. Babylon is a form of Ashtaroth, and Asherah and Lilith are separate. They are not the same. What does seeing entities in closed eye visuals a valid experience? It depends.
Yes.
If you see really strong energy and feel really strong energy around you, then it's a valid experience. If you
Or
don't feel a really strong energy around you, then I wouldn't count it as valid. You
well,
need to feel
wait.
energy
Hold
alongside.
on. So this is how when spirits are talking to me, this is how I'm able to tell the difference between if it's just me and if it's something outside of myself. Is that it shows me something that I couldn't have known about, um, something that I couldn't have imagined, something I wasn't thinking about at the time. I hear something, sometimes it might be in a different language, and then I have to Google it and look it up, and and then lo and behold, they're actually speaking in a language I'm able to translate. Um, like and then with the visuals, I mean, if you just Google what you see, you can sort of that's a really great way that they'll show you symbols that are significant to them, that represent them. So you can always it's always great for research. I find myself researching things all the time based on what spirits have shown me, and in my opinion, doesn't matter so much if you see them with your eyes closed or your eyes open. That's my opinion on that. It's
Yeah,
all about verifying the information.
it's all, and yeah, and it's all about results after that. So I see discussion is a little. What does Lilith have to say to those who fear her? She generally doesn't give a fuck about those people. That's like my experience. She doesn't give a fuck about people who fear her. That's simply okay. So ask more generalized questions, guys. Uh, Ask more generalized questions. So, what is the purpose of her nasty side? The purpose of her nasty side is to teach people to harsh experience. Sorry, I got a deep on this. Hey, Goddess later. Thanks you for being great, Demetrius. We will talk on WhatsApp. Thank you for watching any rush. I'm on a message. Is it normal when spirits come through sleep paralysis and communicate? You should be careful about that. It
But
depends what
yes,
kind of communication.
it's extremely common. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
yeah, but you
that,
should be careful because it could be like some parasite trying to mess with you.
yeah, but there's things you can do about parasites. You can set up
Yeah,
protection. You
yeah.
can, but yes, that's the time when you're most open. So that is when a lot of spirits will come to communicate with you. Absolutely.
Did I spell it wrong? Is it spelled Cronia? Okay, I will make a live stream next week on the Coronia specifically. I don't remember exactly is it spelled Coronia or I don't know how to read English language spelling, honestly. I'm really sorry. I know how I spell it. I spell it K-R-O-N-I-A. I don't use Y letter or double I letter or whatever. Hello, Azimon. Lily, Inanna, yeah. What is Lilith's message for the viewers for the upcoming few months? Okay,
Let's do
so
it.
this was yeah. I will do this generalized message. Just give me time. Is in what wise was working with Lilith helped me. It helped me in so many ways that I cannot even start listing. It helped me ridiculously. What is Lilith? Okay,
Let's wait. Let's take a minute. Let's let him do the channeling for you guys. Okay, so he's gonna just chill for a second.
so okay, so in the next few months, what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to get attuned to the energy of lightning, to the divine wrath of the gods. So call Lilith on the black moon and call her and offer her the meat of the lamb. Then her presence will jump greatly. Then spill the blood from 3 fingers on your hand and offer that blood to her. After the falls on her sigil, ask her to attune you to the chaotic energies of lightning, and it will give you the protection and power you need to see into the realms beyond better than before and
Ooh,
make you stronger. So yeah, this is essentially
that's
channeling for
that's
people
badass.
for the next few months. Okay.
That's really badass. Let's do it, man.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant is Lilith in sync with Inanna. You can work with them. You can work with them together. Okay. 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 With them together. Brian, Daniel, greetings. Mariam, Lieber, thanks. How do I know if I have parasite attached? Okay, if you don't have any form of emotional control, you definitely have parasite attached. If you are able to control your emotions and you don't feel drained, you don't have parasite attached. Diamond Doll says, you said she's motherly at the beginning and harsh on you after. Can you give some details? Yes, I can give some details. About a year into the path working, if you work with her every day, she will start showing her more aggressive forms. If you're just doubling into work with her, she will remain motherly for the rest of your life. But if you want a serious knowledge, she will go into more primordial mode after some time. Okay? And that's a necessary way of working with her to go beyond that motherly form into more primordial forms. Because primordial forms train you to adversity so you can get actual knowledge. Even if you do daily banishment and set up wards, is it still possible an imposter could go through? The probability is really small. The probability is really small. RGX001. Probability for that is really small.
But
If you
it's
really
something
take it
you have to keep up. It's a regimen you have to keep up. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
you can't do one banishment and then you'll never gonna, have any issues after that. It's something that it's like a hygiene thing.
yeah. Question for the lady on live. Could you talk more about your experience with her crown aspect? Okay, Danny, talk about. It's a question for you.
Yeah. So I kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, but it's kind of disturbing. But yeah, I saw dead babies. Like decomposing babies. It's super not fun. And then she was she was when I was in a sort of semi-conscious state, she was um giving me these like sexual experiences that were extremely morbid and like necromantic and it was not it wasn't exactly like super fun. I and I can't even really yeah, that's do you want to expand on that, Dimitri, why she does that stuff?
She does that stuff to test mental fortitude of people, because you have to have mental fortitude in order to learn what she teaches you. Teaching people without mental fortitude what she teaches is like teaching people without mental fortitude how to use firearms and nuclear weapons. They have to do that, they have to test you. And if you are mentally weak, you are simply not allowed to go deeper. That's simply nature of working with those spirits. Okay. Okay.
But wait, hold on a second. But she's probably not going to appear to someone in that form if they're not ready, right? Because there's people that have worked with her for years that don't actually necessarily see those sorts of things, right?
I honestly severely question those people who work with her for years. Look, people say they work for years, but they work for years once a year. That's not for years. I don't count it. People who have never seen the predatory form of her, to me, I usually don't discuss with them anything because it shows to me that they never truly committed to a relationship with the spirit. If they truly committed, they would see those darker forms of them. Period.
Dimitri, are we still doing the donations? I don't know are we still doing that or what phase of this are we in? Should I post the link again? What are we doing?
Yeah, post the link again in the chat so
Okay,
people. Yeah.
one said
Okay.
Lilith's advice to me. They want to know Lilith's advice to them.
Yeah, sad MS. If you want to ask personal question for yourself, one personal question answered via channeling is €5. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's an
Uh,
interesting question. The last one.
who is Lilith superior in the spirit world, if any? A king of the void entity? Lilith has no superior. She is one of the entities which is so highly ranked that she doesn't have a superior in any shape, shape, or form. Can we invoke Lilith for sexual healing? The answer is yes.
Yeah,
She is one of the most powerful entities you can invoke for
yeah,
sexual healing. Yes.
absolutely.
So, okay, guys, ask more non-personal questions, general questions in the chat, so we develop discussion, guys. And let's go. Let's go. Cause, like, yeah, I answered last question for you. And yeah, so, what type of connection Lilith and the Spider Queen have?
That's a
Uh,
good
they are
question.
they are both. I worked with both, right? So the main connection between them is they are both really powerful dark uh, spirits, but they don't work necessarily together. They are pretty separate.
But
They have separate
I've
avenues.
seen spider stuff when working with Lilith for sure. And I don't know, Dimitri, you've seen like those astral spiders. This is a really common thing because they're very close to our realm. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those big, gnarly astral spiders. Have you seen
Okay,
fucking things?
okay. So I don't want to talk about those spiders because I think this is okay. I will talk about spiders. I
What the
think the
fuck?
spi- I think the spiders you saw personally, Danny, are like parasites messing up with your.
Oh,
I
shut the
don't
fuck
think.
up. I'm not saying they're not parasites. I'm just saying that this is something that they're very easy to see. It's a very common thing that people see. They're very solid. They're very sort of between our realm and the next like level or whatever or next level down or next level up or whatever you want to say. But yeah, they are parasitic.
Okay, not all spider spirits are parasites, but the ones you interacted with were. That's what I think. Um, but there are many. Okay, Love has like a spider form, but she is rarely showing herself in that form to people. Okay, we answered that question. Some pantheons use animal blood as offerings that they have purchased in a supermarket in containers. Is this type of offering accepted? Yes, it is accepted, but it's not as potent as when you actually kill the thing. What is Lilith's relationship with the void and those beings? Void is essentially the left side of God, so all of those spirits come from the void and work for the energy of the void. Those jasmine incense attract jinns. I am not familiar with jasmine incense. I don't use it a lot in my practice. What do Cliphotic underworld spirits seek to gain from working with magicians? They seek to establish relationships between us and them. They seek to open portals into our reality, and they seek to obtain life force energy, but also to push the cosmic agenda they have by the source given to them. What does sexual healing mean and why? Uh, it's essentially learning how to use your sexual energy to change yourself and the world around you, and also heal whatever blockages you have regarding that.
or
Does
trauma.
Lilith have a form similar to Xenoform from Alien? I have yet to see it. Is it good to marry a spirit? It depends what you mean by marry. Lilith is rumored to have a wolf aspect named Nizandor. Is that real? I have never seen her as a wolf. Maybe that exists. I will not deny its existence. Is Lilith mentioned a lot of vampiric type of working? Can she initiate into this type of path? Yes. Yes. What is their cosmic agenda? So each of those darker spirits have separate agenda. On Lilith's side, her agenda is to liberate people's sexuality, teach them dark information, and also manage the plagues on Earth. Does Lilith want €5 to answer my question? Okay. Lilith doesn't want €5 to answer your question, but channeling personal questions is too physically demanding for me to do it for free. So if you expect me to be your bitch, sorry, fuck somebody else. Okay? Okay. 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 So yeah, ask more general questions, guys, so I can answer them.
And people, he can ask questions that are not just about Lilith, as we explained. So you guys can ask whatever you want to.
Do romantic relationships between humans and demons exist? Romantic relationships in a classical sense, no. Between humans and higher ranking spirits, no. In a classical sense, no. Can you speak more on her
Wait a
relation to
second.
play?
Can we talk about that a little bit more?
The short answer, which is healthy for the mental health of the audience, is no. I have
Okay.
seen a lot of people who
So
claim to be fucked by high ranking demons, but it's all mental delusion once you go deeper into it. So
can I
the healthy.
participate? Okay, I'm going to participate in this conversation, and I'm just going to say so. When you start working with a lot of demons in the beginning, they will seduce you in a romantic way. They will make you you will be very attracted to them, and they will make you feel everything like you are in love with that spirit, and extremely attracted to the spirit. This is very common at the beginning of working with a spirit, correct?
Honestly, it's like simply, I kind of don't necessarily agree. Whenever I was really convinced that the spirit is in love with me,
No, that, no,
consequences
no, 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 no,
follow.
no.
I
That you're in
wouldn't
love
say,
with the
look,
spirit.
I wouldn't say, let me finish my answer, then I will let you talk. I wouldn't say that they seduce. No, people have a lot of dormant sexual energy and it's activated when those spirits approach, and so people confuse that with spirits wanting to fuck them. But
I'm
reality
not
is,
talking about any egotistical thing. I'm talking about you falling in love romantically with the spirit. And the spirit is actually they're instigating that. I'm not saying that I'm not talking about egotistical delusions of people that think spirits are in love with them and that they're special. But yes, it's extremely common um, when you start working with spirits to have this romantic and sexual infatuation with them. That's very, very powerful. And to have sexual experiences with them and to have sex with them in your dreams or when you're awake or whatever. Yes, that is a part of. That is a
Okay,
part of working with those types of
so
entities.
technically, I kind of disagree with the aspects of what you said, but I don't want to argue on a stream. People are having questions here. What does it mean if you are visited by an entity in bed every night? It means that entity wants to feed off your sexual energy, and some entities will essentially make it into a positive transaction. They will give you things in return. Some more parasitic entities won't give things in return, so it depends. Lilith have a mermaid aspect. Kalilith and Lilith are not the same spirit, they are separate. What does it really mean when you enter a marriage pact with one? It's like a pact of the higher order. It's more strong than the ordinary pact. How is best to approach working with Hecate? You erect her an altar and you give her offering. So the best way to approach Hecate is how I was taught is you bring her offerings to the crossroads. That's the best beginner approach to Hecate. Have you ever made contact with your holy guardian angel? Can you talk about this experience? Yes, I can. I read Berhatia Conjuration, and it was really potent experience, energizing experience, and reinvigorating experience. That's how I would describe it. How does Lilith govern play? She makes people ill, and she manages how many illnesses are in the world. That's how she governs plagues. Okay, Danny, I will let you talk right now because I don't want to look like an oppressive tyrant in this stream. So yeah, Danny. Hey,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So to go back what we were talking about, there's nothing to disagree with because you've had those same sexual experiences with spirits. This is a common thing. So let's not confuse people about what it should or shouldn't be because this is extremely common. Those spirits work through those lustful emotions. The demonic ones do. It's just part of the whole package. Uh, How people interpret it is kind of, in part up to them, but uh and then also like okay, I'll talk about when Paimon first came and started working with me. Um he made me have all of those feelings. And he's not even thought to be a particularly sexual spirit. But for me, he was very, very, very seductive. And in that like seduction phase or whatever, he also brought up the subject of marriage, which of course doesn't mean what we think it does. But that he was sort of angling in that way.
Do you have more to say, Danny, or can you answer some questions here in the
Yeah.
chat? What's my thoughts on phantom pregnancy? I think majority of that is people being insane. I have met people who claim to give birth to spirits, like actually give birth. I don't necessarily. I I wouldn't dismiss their experience, but I wouldn't support it either. Let's leave it neutral. What does really mean where you enter a marriage pact with one? It's like a pact of the highest order. It's higher order pact. Brian, Daniel, what is the best way approach Hecate? Call her in the crossroads, give her offerings.
Wait,
Uh,
slow down, dude. Slow down. Hold on. Did you answer the question about the Fae yet? Did we get to that? I'm just trying to keep track of
no,
time.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
slow down a little bit. And
What?
then
What?
the last question was what the question was about marriage. Oh, the her thing about marriage, yeah. Um so she doesn't like contracts when it comes to relationships, right? That's not really her jam.
Honestly, I think I would disagree here. In my experience, she likes contracts, but not in a classical sense. Like making pact with Lilith is different than making pact with other spirits.
Right.
Lilith is.
She
It's
likes.
kind of
It's
different.
not that she's against commitment, but she doesn't like sort of legal, spiritual, traditional marriage, getting married in a church and shit like that, right?
Okay. So, what should someone do what is Lilith's relation to the wind? So, Lilith's relation to the wind is she is connected to the winds as a phenomena. Okay, somebody donated a question. You said working with the Fae is dangerous if you mess with the Fae. What do they do so that's dangerous? And somebody submitted a question. I need to read it. So he asked what he should do. I need to channel that. Work with Azazel was the answer. You should work with Azazel General Mosquito Spray. You should also work on opening of your astral senses through Black Sun. You should develop your physical and mental fortitude and start working with the energies of Mars and Saturn. The first offering you should give to Azazel General Mosquito Spray is 2 red candles, and you should also offer him like a really well roasted meat. Yeah.
My chat. I'm trying to look at my chat. There's someone's question that had a good question that we didn't get to, and my
Yeah,
chat.
I am right now answering. I'm right now answering that General Mosquito Spray's question. I answered that. So he should work with Azazel,
No, the Fae, the one about the Fae.
but he donated for another one and he wrote PayPal note. But he
No, no, no.
also
Someone asked a general question if the Fae were dangerous.
so they are dangerous in a way that we don't know how they think. They are really unpredictable. That's problem with the Fae. There is no any written tutorial on how should you work with the Fae. So you have to make things on the go. That's what makes them dangerous because nobody fucking classify them ever. That's
But
problem with them.
did we talk about why they're dangerous, like their characteristics, or at all, or is that something we shouldn't talk about?
I mean, okay, so they are dangerous because they take no quarter. If you fuck them up, they attack immediately. Like they are really unforgiving in the beginning. That's what makes them dangerous. Okay.
But there's more to that. It's in their nature. As guardians of nature, they have an adversarial attitude towards humans in general, right? They are very aggressive in nature at times.
Okay, they are. They are. Okay. I feel okay. When I worked with Lilith, she created a chaos in my marriage. Yes, she can create chaos in monogamous long-term relationships.
They are. They
I
are.
feel this. Are other spirits similar on her in this respect? Yeah, it happens with all 4 main queens of prostitution as well. Lilith have a connection with the goddess Lolita from the Hindu pantheon? As far as I know, it's not the case. Multi-digital coder said hi. Yigfu said hi. This is kind of unrelated, but I feel guilty for eating meat sometimes, and I need advice. You should feel no guilty for eating meat. Eating meat is really natural. Don't feel guilty. Feeling guilty for eating meat is like feeling guilty for fucking. Is the dumbest thing ever. Unless you fuck a child, in which case I will personally shoot you. Don't fuck kids. But in all other instances, yeah, yeah. Eat whatever you wanna eat, man. As long as it's healthy, eat it. So, okay. Ask more questions in chat. And somebody asked how to make a donation. Somebody upper in chat. So
Uh,
guys, if you want to make a donation, just pay $5 to PayPal in the description,
there's
and
still
I will answer your personal question.
it's in the description and in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, and it's also in the chat, so you can donate if you want and ask personal question for you. Okay, so Work with Azazel and also work with the Black Sun, work with Mars and Saturn, and give offering to Azazel 2 red candles. You should also give him really well roasted meat. Yeah, that was your response. So it is hello, Dimitri. It's me, Davis. I am working with Joseph. I have him in my Skype, and I would like to invite you both to the Skype with the according and the Joseph case. So I don't know. Ask Joseph, does he wants to talk to me anymore? Like he doesn't seem to be willing to reply to me. He didn't block me, but he avoids me for some reason. So you personally ask him, does he wanna talk to me? I don't wanna push anything. What was your experience with Azazel? Uh, my experience with Azazel is really positive. He is really good spirit to work with. Yeah, ask more generalized questions, guys, so we can. Okay,
I thought of something, an experience I had with Azazel when I was just sort of explaining to him like how hard life is. And he was saying that
fine.
he also
Yeah,
pays his tolls as well.
yeah. For sure, for a shorter answer, and then if you want a longer answer that it kind of requires a reading, then you need to contact him privately. So it's kind of
Can
that.
you can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, did I was talking. Never mind.
I have experienced Azazel being fatherly and loving and empathetic too. Yeah, but he can also be cruel. But yeah, in the beginning he's fatherly. Yeah, yeah, Azazel is good. Yeah, guys, it's like yeah, so many people tonight, man. This stream is like having more people than some other previous streams combined. Yeah, this stream is crazy. Okay, ask more non-personal questions in the chat. If you want to ask personal questions, just make a $5 donation. I will answer it. Yeah, this is good stream. I agree. RGX001. Yeah, ask more non-personal questions. So technically, I will ask. Like, here is the thing. I am already kind of tired from this stream, guys. So let's ask few more non-personal. Yeah, just to talk Danny a little bit. Danny, Danny, have have you worked with Melektaus? Yes. General question. Uh, uh, okay. Danny, yeah. Okay. Danny,
Yeah,
I don't know. Answer some questions from people. Yeah, I am listening.
I have to go through the questions. How does it work if you try to marry Lilith? Did you answer that?
No.
Did you at any point consider that marrying Lilith?
I already have a marriage pact with Lilith, and I can explain how it works, but I didn't answer that question before.
Do you want to go into it?
Honestly, not. I mean, who asked that question and when? Like,
Uh,
where was the
it
question?
wasn't. It was just a general question. They just said, "How does marriage with Lilith work?"
Marriage with Lilith work is like a higher pact of the higher order. It's not like she marries you and fucks you every night. It's not how it works. It's like a stronger pact, and that's it. Yeah, it's like a stronger pact. Why did you choose to work with Glyphotic forces, Danny?
I didn't. Um, Azazel came to me, and then Paimon, and then God, I mean Belial, and then the list goes on and on and on. I actually haven't fulfilled a lot of. Um, I mean, I've had so many spirits come to me that it's quite overwhelming. I can not think of a single occasion where I called a spirit where they didn't call me first, and I'm still way behind schedule. Way behind. It's a lot.
Somehow triggered chaos in long-term relationship, which was strange. How you experienced this, Danny? Or did you ever experience this?
What? Sorry, where? I didn't see that. Where's that? What's the question?
Somehow triggered chaos in long-term relationship, which was strange. Have you experienced or came across this, Danny?
Okay, this is a really interesting. Okay, so when I was actually still friends with Dimitri, and there was like some confusion about where the relationship was going and stuff, and I was getting really mad at him, and Samael actually came to me, and I had never called on him before or worked with him before, but that's when he started coming. And he basically was like playing the role of a relationship counselor, and so I would say it really depends on the relationship. If he's causing you problems in your relationship, there's probably a very compelling reason for it, and that you really need to investigate that and figure out what the hell's going on there.
Okay, what we think about Trusatro? I don't know a lot about Trusatro. Is it difficult to contact spirits, Danny?
Um, no, it's not difficult to contact them at all, but it can be difficult to interpret them. It's something that needs it's something that you need to work on and everything.
Uh,
You have to
I
stick to
ne-
it.
I need to uh, I need to
Take a breath. Let's
I
keep going.
need to
Take
ask.
a breath.
Wait a minute. I need to add additional thing for on this contacting spirit stuff.
Okay.
So regarding contacting spirits, you need to work on your astral senses consistently in order to be able to contact spirits. It's more a thing of discipline than difficulty.
Paimon is really good for, so he will communicate so loudly for you. He will really, if you are trying to develop your psychic abilities, Dimitri's gone into this a lot on his channel in many different videos, but Paimon is exceptional for developing that. He will work with you from where you're at, and just he'll move you fast.
Uh, okay. Can you name any? Okay, keeper. Fell multi digital coder. Thanks, coder. Lilith can protect children. Can Lilith protect children? Yes, she can. But I wouldn't call her still around infant. So she can protect children who are like not exactly infants. But I wouldn't call her around infants not because she pisses off infants, but because mothers of infants usually don't react well to that energy. Mothers freak out, not the babies. That's what I noticed. I will donate for one question. Is there time left? Yes, we have like 15 more minutes. You can donate, Lily, for one more question. Yeah. So ask more general questions in the chat, guys, so we can like end this live stream in good order. You know, we need to have something to talk about for 17 more minutes.
You
Just
act,
remember.
you're so dire. Can
Guys,
entities kill or
guys,
lead humans to their death?
yeah, you can talk about it. You are expert on death. You are, yeah.
Um, yes. Yes. I mean, I think that curses, um, in their purest form, that's what they're designed for. They're designed to eliminate a person. I mean, to lead humans to their death, and naturally, yes.
Why
But
do
that's so. Are you? But do you want to know, like, if they can do that from a curse, or if they'll just do that to somebody that they don't like? I don't think it's. It would be hard, probably, to piss off an entity enough for them to kill you, just like on their own inclination. But yeah, curses are a real fucking thing. Duh.
yeah? Why do demons cause natural disasters? So, do you have something to say about this, Danny? And then I will.
Do demons cause natural disasters? I would say that the things that cause natural disasters are spiritual aspects of nature. Whether you want to call those whether those are classified as demons or not doesn't really matter. Oh shit! What happened?